Brother Marquis, I need you to take me to the beginning, man, of this music industry journey, man. What was it that got you into the game,
man,
and what the hell was going on?
We ain't got enough time in the day for all that, do we?
Take your time.
But yeah, you know, Brother Marquis, a.k.a. BMQ, from the 2 Live crew, Dade County's old school early edition Triple G of the rap game, all South.
Yes, sir.
And man, I got in the group basically when I was living in Southern California. So some say I might have one of the first rap gangster 12 inches out in California. I was with Rodney Yo. I think this was about 83, 82.
My God.
It was called Rhythm Rock. And then we did another one called The West Side Story, which was a little bit more, you know, about what was really going on out there in California at that time. And yeah, you know, Rodney put me in the game out there, you know. We had a little record label and, you know, trying to think about when I was getting ready to graduate, going to the 12th grade, you know, Mr. Mix was like, you know, if I ever do something and, you know, I'm going to put you down. If I got a spot for you, Mr. Mix did. I went back to New York. I was in the dead of winter. Yeah. He called me saying, let's go to Florida. We got a song called Throw the Dick, and it's bubbling, and we want you to do the album. So basically went to Florida with Luke, and unfortunately, that's when a lot of bad shit started happening.
What was the bad stuff that was happening that you care to speak of that made you say, you know what, this shit is getting crazy? Did it go crazy the second you touched down in Florida? What the hell?
Shit, I couldn't even put my bags up. They was beating up women, talking about raping hoes, all kind of shit. You know that Miami shit.
Yeah.
And then it was in what? I came in the end of 84.
Yeah.
So that's when that's when shit was bubbling on fire, cracking, and it was bubbling and everything was everything.
Yeah.
And it was cracking, it was off the chain and right dead into the shit.
Musically though, man, what was going on when y'all would hit the studio and stuff like that recording?
Basically I was on some like West Coast New York kind of shit with my lyrics, you know, and then, you know, and Luke's input by being a big mouth DJ and saying shit. You know how Florida niggas can't shut up when they DJing, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it sound good when they do it right.
Yeah.
It sound good when they do it right. So you have to give shots out to the pioneers of it, the ones that can do it real good, like Uncle Al, Vicious Vi, and all of them cats that can, you know, that can take the word off the record like Jam Pony and make it sound really, really good, like an experience. So, yeah, we got with Luke, you know, the sexy Miami culture, the vibe down there, everything, you know, women, Spanish women walking around there half naked and all that. So Luke saying, hey, we want some pussy. I thought that might have been a good record, so I wrote that. And then I goes out and go to football games and the cute cheerleaders, you know, mixed up with, you know, all kind of cultures and them Chinese, Dominican, black, looking pretty. And all that. They was talking about move something, so I wrote that song and bam, there we go.
My God.
Yeah.
I mean, when the song started going crazy and hit the radio and it was tearing up the clubs and the streets, I mean, what was that feeling like? I mean, did you enjoy yourself during this time, brother?
Well, y'all got to remember, the songs was tearing up the streets and getting played on the radio in Miami before I came up here. Right. So that was enough for me. You know, I could step to the other neighborhood and it'd be all women of color, but, you know, mixed all in pretty and, you know, fly and cute, long hair and gorgeous skin. So, you know, I jumped into the melting pot and that's where it was going. But the records was hot in Miami on the radio before, you know, they started branching out.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, get in here with, because I can already see you ready to get started.
Yeah,
I'm ready to hold you back.
I got a question for
and
him.
I don't mean to talk a lot either.
No,
you
you're perfect. I want to ask you a question, then I want to ask Keith a question. With you, I want to ask you about, you know, the parental advisories that was put on the CDs from back in the day.
Right.
Y'all kind of, you know, people are saying that y'all were the forefathers of that. Y'all made that happen.
Yeah.
Tell us kind of what it was like, you know, from each side. People that didn't think it was a problem with your language, and people that did think it was a problem. Did y'all, you know, did you have to battle, you know, with both sides of that right there?
Yes, I did. And it was one instance it was a couple of instances that I'll never forget with Christian ladies. One time we was in the Carolinas. Lady got on the bus, came right to me. She said, I know you got a sense of God. I said, I did. Nobody else would talk to her, right? They didn't want to let her on the bus. I let her on the bus, put her back there. And she told me, she's like, y'all gonna mess up a whole generation with that. She said, we don't really be needing to hear that. I said, I know it. I said, this ain't really my style of rapping, no way, but I'm just going with the flow, trying to get me some money and take care of my mother. And it was the second time somebody else did the same thing. Those people like that, they always came to me for some reason.
Why you think they came to you, Brother Marquis? Because they see it in your spirit?
I probably got like a mild like demeanor. I can, I kind of approachable sometimes, and and I'm that kind of way. You can feel me, I can feel you, but I've always gotten that. They would kind of shut them down. And when we would do those concerts and the parental advisory sticker and everything, once I got into it, I became good at cussing. My grandmother was like, you ain't get that from me. My mother was like, I don't cuss like that. So, I'm just like, well, let's make it a little money right now. I can get you a house and a Cadillac. So I'm finna go and cuss these bitches out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where it went to. And that's just where it went to. Right. So, I was never comfortable doing fucking with Two Live Crew. I was never comfortable.
I mean, we love the records. I mean, you don't have to apologize.
Those records came out. Those records came out of extreme pressure.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And Keith, I want to ask you something, and I got a few questions. I'm gonna come back to you on when you're dealing with an artist like Brother Marquis, Two Live Crew, the Pastor Troys, the Ghetto Mafias. when we're out on the road with you, and people especially with like them, and they have those type of messages out. Do you, find yourself like maybe watching a little harder to protect them from people like haters and shit that's going, or is it just everybody is the same to you?
Everybody's the same, because thing about it, we grown men. We don't be out there with no trouble. Right. We don't cause no trouble. Well, we got to have fun. And so most of everybody walk up to them, they just want to take a picture, a hug, or autograph.
Right, but how can you tell, Keith, that's when you got that third eye and your job is, you booking shows, you're knocking niggas out if they get too close. How can you see it coming, or don't you? It comes and then you deal with it.
But I'm gonna tell you, you know how long it's been since I knocked somebody out?
Nah.
It's been years, because everybody I've been in the game with been out for years.
Right.
So it's no problem.
Right.
We go have fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and bringing him back out, man, I told him I'm gonna help him. Because he my dog, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But sometimes he get on my nerves, like you do. But it's all family. It's all love, right. Man. It's all love.
You doing you booked him for a thing on the April 29th, I believe?
Actually, he called me.
Okay.
And asked me about talking to the guy, because the guy wanted Troy.
Okay.
But I couldn't get Troy. But that's how I got y'all involved.
Okay,
you know
but you're gonna be receiving an award for Pastor Troy on the 29th.
Yeah.
And that's the Young MTV Raps, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about what the whole entire show, what kind of Brother Marquis is gonna be doing, and
Brother Marquis turning me on, so.
Oh, okay. So what exactly are you going to be doing on the 29th for that particular show?
Well, first of all, I would like to give a shouts out to Street Sweeper and all of the staff at Yo ATL Raps, because they really do their thing. You know, they really do their thing. From Deanna Freeman to Miss Victoria and Street Sweeper himself, they really have a passion for music. Unsigned artists, established artists as well. They are really trying to give everybody their flowers and help put people on. And Street has been doing this for a minute, and it's gradually growing and growing and growing. And if I can be involved with him to do or drop anything, I would, because he deserves to. Much love as he puts out, he deserves to get it all back. He's allowing me to present the Florida Artist of the Year award. Okay. So that's what I'm doing for him. So man, I encourage everybody to come out. Y'all in the game, unsigned, underground artists just getting started, doing these open mics. Y'all come out and network with Street Sweeper, because, man, this man has his networking resources are unbelievable here in Atlanta.